Okay, so just at Heyford Meadow, this gate is normally shut, but so we might see some people doing some work down here. I'd love it if this gate was open more, because it's just such a more convenient entry. But we can have a little look around this nature reserve. So normally you would come in sort of in the middle of these houses. Over here there's a little entrance which I might show you on this video as well. But yeah, the lane is here. I mean, I know it's a vehicle access and probably they only open it for works, but there we go, we can see a vehicle there. So, oh, it looks like there's a whole working party here, so which is really great to see. So it's obviously the season to do it. To show you, this is the normal entrance, or one of the normal entrances. Heyford Meadow. So to come around here, yeah, avian flu is a big issue at the moment. Yep, dogs are allowed. I think there was a sign that said no dogs further down there, but the dogs are allowed here. So yeah, if you come in from that side, you can see this meadow expanse, sort of really big. Just take you down to the river and show you the walkway, which is quite pretty as well. And it looks like they're doing some clearing work, so well done. And yeah, in the spring you can come down. So it's 21st of February 2025. So just coming into spring. This is the end of the half term, and it is very nice to see a little bit of movement in these spaces. I'm not sure this used to be a boating platform, but you can see here the Kennington Meadows. And the tow bar on the other side of the river. That's someone's garden that way, so you can't go that way. I've never actually tried to hug the river this way. Should we do that today? I might get kind of stung. It's a little bit of a clearing. I don't know if it's, yeah, it looks like it's blocked, but also it is very nice to have some wildlife space. So obviously let it be wild. Yeah, and a little stream, it looks like. But yeah, that's great, right next to the river. So we'll go back on the actual footpath, which is a little bit further across. Looks like he's got some serious headgear on, so maybe they'll do some chainsawing as well. Leaf raking, scything. Looks like they're building a little fence. And I imagine that area is going to be sort of a wetland. So thank you to all the volunteers who are working on it. Okay, so quite windy, quite muddy, some mole hills. I don't know if moles, this is the time of year for moles. I've seen quite a lot of mole hills around. Whoa! So yeah, here's the other entrance in the middle of the housing estate. You'd come down here and you can see there's a path to this gangway. I was walking in a group once and a guy did get a little bit annoyed at us because he was sort of saying you should have waited, but I don't know what the etiquette is. I think there's enough room for 2 people. It was actually during the COVID time. We were with a low carbon group, so we weren't being a nuisance, or we didn't think we were, but we were a group of people. But I think just be aware there might be a one-way system. I don't know of it, but it's not exactly signposted. But most of the time when you come here, it'll be free. But yeah, obviously give way to people, and I think it's wide enough for 2 people. But yeah, down here is 2 sort of lovely kind of picnic spots for sitting and looking at the River Thames. You can see all the reeds sort of dying away, and some clearing there as well. I don't know if they side it or if they use a machine, but they've done a good job. Okay, just check that's a little bit loose. Just be careful on it. It's not broken, but it's a little bit loose. I do remember going for a swim once here and sort of stopping to come out, so I think there is an entry point that isn't too bad here, and then it's toward Kennington, and that's towards Sandford Lock that way, just round the corner. Can't quite see it. And yeah, the kind of head edging here, I think, is what they were making over in that part. It's a sort of soft boundary off another bit of wetland, which is going to be fantastic and a real place to come. This meshing is a little bit fraying a little bit in places. I hope that's not going to be a trip hazard for anyone, because it is, surprisingly, it sticks to your feet. There we go. So there's some wildlife to look out for. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think you could probably just, with a few kind of tacks, sort of make it a little bit less kind of less prominent. I think that's probably happened there, so you can see it sort of come away, and they've actually sorted that pretty well, where it looks like that's less of a trip hazard, but where it's sort of bubbling up. Anyway, it's not too bad. Just be careful if you come to here. Careful that you give way to people, and careful you don't fall over. Okay. So up here there is a field which goes like right next to Voco, which is like a hotel. But I might show you the little play park as well. So I'm just wondering which order to do it. In fact, I think I'll show you the entrance first of all to Heyford Meadow. So you can see the sign there. There's an entrance point there, and we're going to the sort of the third entrance point, so you can have this entrance in the middle and right at the far side, and that gate that I showed you at the beginning of this little vlog. Nice gate. So that is up to Voco, which we might go to in a sec. Nice sort of dog walks or just walking. But this little play park obviously dogs on leads in the kid bit, I think, is one of the signs. You've got an access there, and you've also got an access so many molehills. That's the other side of the sign. Down here. So both of them are a little bit hidden away down, down housing estates. So the gate that we came in on, which is down there, would be great if that was open more permanently, even with like a bollard or something in the middle. just so people can kind of not walk through the residential stuff, I guess, to get into the nature space. Connectivity. So here's that entrance. Oop, here we are. Towards the river, but we are just going to have a little look at the path towards Sandford, Sandford-on-Thames. Someone walking their dog I can see now. And here we are into a big meadow, a big field, which is a bit unusual at the moment. No development on it, it's just like a big space, which is beautiful. So Sandford is over here. I don't quite know the boundary of Sandford. We might be on the edge of Sandford around here as well. And Voco, which is the kind of hotel, is around here. So if you're looking for the path entrance, it's around there. Okay.